Hey, it's Investor Zilla here, and I'm hyped to talk about my thoughts on Vuzix, ticker symbol VUZI. This company is one that I honestly stumbled across, and holy cow, am I happy I did. In this video, I want to share with you what I'm doing, buying, passing, or monitoring in the short term. Q1 results were just released, and we'll jump into some of those numbers as well. Look at this downward movement after hours for Vuzix, down 17.29%. Putting the stock price at $14.30. If this price holds when the market opens, the market cap will be around $900 million. Truthfully, this kind of downward movement does not surprise me anymore. All high growth stocks are just getting wrecked. So this company makes smart glasses, and if I had to pick one technology that is most poised to replace smartphones, it would be smart glasses. Here are two models they have. The M4000 series, which runs $2,499, followed by the M400 series, coming in at a crazy $1,799. They have other models, but the one I've been watching and super tempted to get for myself is this one, the Vuzix Blade, coming in at $799.99. This seems to be the consumer-focused model that starts to look really close to a legit pair of glasses. Now, I pulled reviews from Amazon, and unfortunately, it does look like a mixed bag. Reading through the reviews, it seems like battery life, dizziness, and blurriness were the main reasons people disliked these glasses. Now, the wearability of these glasses were mentioned a few times in a very positive light. The only way smart glasses will ever replace smartphones is when people can wear them all day long. Now I'm going to touch on a few industries that target with their smart glasses. First is manufacturing. Think about the benefits here. If we augment someone in manufacturing simply with extra data. For example, I've seen manufacturing lines with manuals of instructions that assembly line workers have to frequent to get the next steps. Imagine if that was just built into a heads-up display in their glasses. Then we start thinking about equipment notifications, where a major piece of equipment could send status info right to the display. The potential here is massive, and there is real ROI here, real revenue to make from here. Next is warehouse logistics. Think any number of operations where there are a large number of parts that workers need to grab to fulfill orders. With smart glasses, you can be sure the person is grabbing the right items. And you can even use them to help augment and help them find the right location. Also, having dealt with warehouses, imagine being able to get a live feed of your inventory from someone that is walking the warehouse floor instead of you or someone that works for you having to travel there. Very huge potential, and one that I can't imagine not being huge in the future. Telemedicine is such a huge industry in and of itself. My favorite application here is for specialists. Now let's just imagine the world's best heart surgeon, who can at best travel and perform maybe one heart surgery a day, maybe. Now let's think about a world where the surgeon can watch live from the eyes of someone on a surgery floor, and then relay information back to that person, even enabling drawing and pointing out things in real time. Now that heart surgeon could help lift dozens of other surgeons in a single day without ever having to travel. There are so many uses in telemedicine, and it's almost too many to name. But honestly, saving lives is a real potential here. So why haven't I bought the Blade yet? Well, honestly, it's because of this. The next gen smart glasses that Vuzix has listed on their website. If these deliver what they say they will while looking like a real set of glasses, this could actually take off. Could this be the first real pair of glasses that consumers start buying? Now, the only timeline I saw was late 2021, but it seems like they are well underway in research of these, and honestly, I guess I wouldn't be surprised if it was delayed a bit to 2022. And these caught a ton of attention at CES this year. And I became more hyped than ever, and I'm so ready for these to become a reality. Now, this is a small company, so the main person I'm going to talk about is Paul Travers, the CEO of Vuzix. What's fascinating to me about him is that he's been in smart technology for 25 years. If there's one person that knows this industry, it is him. Now, I highly recommend you just taking time to listen to this podcast episode with Paul Travers. I gained so much confidence in his leadership while listening to the podcast. I literally could not stop thinking about the future of smart glasses for the entire rest of the day. He has a very practical approach to how he's focusing the company. And I think he's right when he says he needs to focus on augmenting and wearability first. No one wants to wear a giant setup for 8 hours straight. Please listen to this episode before you invest. You will learn so much. Now, culture, again, very small company here, so we only have 5 reviews, but it is a perfect rating. 100% recommend to a friend, 100% recommend the CEO or approve the CEO. It's a fantastic sign that the company is at least starting off on the right foot. So this is confusing. The company isn't growing fast, well, at least from headcount. I'm also very surprised I don't see any software engineers listed, data scientists, or even anyone with like vision specialties. I'm a bit confused by the job listings here, and I'm not sure what to think because I can't get a read on like where they are going. Are they outsourcing? Maybe they're outsourcing software here. Do they have a solid enough team that they don't need to grow it? I'm very curious how they plan to grow fast without adding headcount. Now, Q1 results came out and they show a total sales number of $3.9 million compared to $1.5 million in 2020. So good growth year over year for the same quarter. Now, they did lower the loss per share to 12 cents compared to 18 cents in the same quarter 1 year ago. Now, I zoomed in here to try to make it readable. You can see they now have $144 million in current assets compared to only $45 million the previous quarter. A huge increase in cash and cash equivalents, thanks primarily to going public. Debt. This company only has $3.5 million in debt. So in short, this balance sheet is strong. The company is cash loaded to the T. So no concerns to me balance sheet wise. Now, revenue estimates. I really only care about revenue numbers here. With analysts predicting this year on average, Vuzix should do 21.75 million. Honestly, I'm a bit worried about them hitting that number, to be honest. Especially after seeing only a $3.9 million Q1. Now, it's definitely possible they amp it up by end of year, but 20 million might be a stretch. It wouldn't surprise me if this company ended up ending the year at 18 million. Now, next year analysts are seeing a double up to 40 million in revenue. So they're expecting still massive growth for this company. Let's take a look at some numbers here. Let's say we settle around a $1 billion market cap. Based on this year's revenue numbers that analysts predict, that puts us around 50 times revenue. This is a rich valuation, and it has a lot of success already baked in. Now, next year's revenue is expected to be around 40 million. Counting again for a $1 billion market cap, we are sitting at about 25 times next year's revenue. This is more in the range that I would like to buy this company, but at this year's revenue. I personally want to hit 30x before I feel confident enough to buy in. I may add a small position if the stock goes to $11 a share, but if it goes less than $10 a share, I am going to fully build out my position. That is when the risk-reward potential is strong enough for me to put money into it. Remember, the stock is $14 after hours, so we are not that far away from that range. What really are my expectations for the stock? Personally, I think a company is going to come in and buy Vuzix. I have the feeling based on job growth and product lines that the company will be prime pickings by one of these large companies. Imagine Apple coming in and just snapping this company up. They could do that so easily. Facebook could add this to its Oculus brand and have Oculus branded smart glasses powered by the tech that Vuzix already has. Now, I believe this company could be a $10 billion acquisition one day. Now, do I think Vuzix will end up winning out in the space as a standalone company? I do think it's possible, but I think it's very unlikely. Well, that's it for today's video. Let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you buying Vuzix, or do you already own Vuzix? On the way out, if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, until next time, invest safely.